Joe? Okay. So, I mean, guys from... Thank you. Hello guys, I am Carson Lee. Welcome to my channel. So, I'm so excited to have two guys here today. No. Joe? Okay. So, I mean, guys from the fireworks community, you might know him because you've got a lot of followers on YouTube channel. And another gentleman, Chris. Okay, we've got coffee here. Not a problem. So we've got real good coffee here.
Yeah. Oh. That's the way I like it right
there. Thank you. So here I'm back. So another guy, Chris from Cobra Firing System. Yeah. So would you guys say hello to?
Hello. Hello.
Does it?
That's it.
You are a YouTuber.
Woo!
Yeah. That's you're different. And actually, this is their first time to China.
Yeah.
And first time to Luoyang, to the world of fireworks. So what's your experience so far?
It's fantastic. Everything we wanted and more.
Yeah, okay.
More fireworks.
More fireworks. Always more fireworks. Yeah. And you, Joe?
Oh, I'm loving it so far.
Yes.
Okay.
I was telling him I can move here.
You can move here?
Yes.
And any other special reason for you to move here?
Besides the fireworks?
Yeah. Okay, fireworks could be the number one reason, but...
I personally really like the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of different types of food.
The people, the city, it's all great.
Haven't had a bad experience yet, so...
Yeah.
Thanks for speaking for Luoyang. I mean, welcome you guys to move here because then we can have more mixed-blooded little kids here in China, right? So, and what is your main purpose of this visit to Luoyang especially? Because you've been, in fireworks for like 20, 30 years or even longer?
I'm probably shooting for 20 years, yeah.
You've been shooting fireworks for 20 years. So why is the first time? I mean, what's your purpose here this time?
So I've been working for Cobra Firing Systems for 6 years now, and we import several things, including igniters for fireworks. So one of the purposes of coming was to actually visit our manufacturer here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just one example.
Yeah. And working on CobraCon and some of the fireworks and shows and displays that we're going to be having in Ohio at CobraCon, meeting with different vendors and working on getting those relationships set and ready to go.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm also so excited that we are going to present. Yes, we're going to present there as well at CobraCon. So speaking about Cobra, I mean, that's something I'm really interested because I started to build my own brand as well lately. I've been supplying fireworks for many years. So how did you bring Cobra to such, well-known worldwide? Because most people know you guys. I mean, in the fireworks industry, in the display industry. So how did you reach all that? And that's very interesting for me, I mean, especially.
Yeah, I think having been a customer before being an employee, service and support exceeds anything I've ever bought of anything, personally or professionally. Mm-hmm. So that's one reason why I think our customer base is so loyal, is the service and support provided by Scott and the rest of the team on a regular basis at any time. Mm-hmm. A quality product that just works, right? Just does what it's supposed to do and just works. Mm-hmm. And I think our price points are right where they fit for most people to be able to afford the system. So I think that's my thought. And
it's very intuitive. So it's not like you need extensive training to use the system.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like user-friendly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you don't have to be a real professional for you to use that, right?
Correct. Right.
And you are actually doing most of the like softwares and
I'm in product management.
Management or engineering, something like that, right? So what is something new lately from Cobra Firing System? Do you have anything new lately?
We're working on all sorts of new fun projects. Most of it, we kind of want to reveal at CobraCon.
Okay.
But I can tell you not only new things for the special effects world, software that introduces a bunch of new features, And then also random other projects to help our users use the system way better than they can today. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of just a little hint, vague, but
Yeah. A little vague, but.
So we could actually wait to CobraCon because you're gonna reveal the new stuff there.
Many product announcements at Cobra. Yeah.
So any guys who knows CobraCon or you do not know CobraCon, and this turns to be one of the most powerful. You call it forum?
Yeah, it's
kind of like
it's basically a customer event. So we got to talking one night, Joel, Jonah, Scott, and myself, and we're like, we got a lot of customers. How can we kind of bring them together and further build the community of customers and maybe provide educational resources, different classes from beginner to advanced on using scripting and software techniques, and make it not even just about the Cobra product itself, but the ecosystem that works with Cobra. So partners like Boomwow or Finale 3D software, and bring them in and help all our customers get in one place, meet all these people that they work with, and go to sessions where they can learn, network, and have a good time. Every night we do big fireworks shows and big social events, so people get a chance to meet folks like you guys, right? Get to shake your hands and meet you, and people like Will and Finale and all our whole Cobra team that people talk to all the time, but maybe never get to see. So it's a great place to get everybody together, have a great time, learn some things, find some things out, network with some folks, and just have a good time.
So I mean, that's kind of like part of your strategy to promote Cobra, or I mean, because sometimes when you start, because what I've learned is that they might have started a brand, they start to have different customers, then they start to get all the customers, then they start gather everybody. I mean, surroundings all together to build a community like that. So.
Well, it's an interesting thing too, because we have everybody from backyard guys that shoot just a handful of cakes or shells that they buy at the local store, to some of the largest display companies in the world, all using the same platform. So we have a large number of people that start in their backyard, they get really big in their backyard, then they're looking like, wait a minute, how do I learn to be a professional? So now we've got the professionals that are looking for the guys that are looking to train, that they can bring in an apprentice and bring in and teach them how to be shooters. So every year there's new people coming in, and there's people migrating through the process. So it's a great time for the big shooters to find new help, the new guys to find a path to learn how to be safer, more professional, or even just learn to get your license and do bigger shows. So it's a really good community, and I think to your point, as the company continues to grow, it's great to bring those folks together, right, and build that strength around the community of Cobra, and I think that's one of the neatest things about what CobraCon does.
Is it like a local for American or like international? Do you have any visitors worldwide?
Yeah, all over the world. I think we had 17 countries last year and 39 states represented. I'm shooting for all 50 states this year. I hope we can make that happen.
Okay.
And I hope we have more countries come. It's a great event. We had folks from Australia to Indonesia to the UK. I mean, all over the place. Just
they travel all the way over to that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is some kind of a good community, because people love fireworks. They do love it. I mean, it's different than other products. I might love iPhone. I might love something this or that, but those for firework guys, they really want to experience the passion,
the smell,
and that's kind of the reason, right?
Sound,
What do you expect? What do you expect for this CobraCon? I mean, is it first year last? That was first year. Was the first year, and you got already 17 countries.
Yeah.
And how many visitors were there?
It was about 350 total last year. We're expecting 500-600.
500-600.
This year.
Okay.
And So I think we expect a few things. One, everything that went very well about last year is going to be improved on. We took feedback from everybody that came, and one example is we do a session on Cobra Show Creator, our scripting software. So for scripting product like Boomwow and the show. We found that in doing one session, we had people that already knew a little bit and some that knew nothing. So we're separating those into kind of a beginner and an advanced class. So we'll improve on that. So those kind of improvements we've made. We added an extra full day.
So how many days? How many days in total?
So it's 3 full days of
3 full days,
and a half day of party. So the kickoff day on
half day party.
Yeah, the kickoff day is registration and a big old party.
Okay.
And then 3 full days of sessions. But it allows us to do a couple things too, right? So we got some more hands-on classes, right? But we needed more time for them. So most of the sessions last year were 45 minutes to an hour. This year we might have some that are 2 or 3 hours, depending on how in depth they're going.
Okay.
So the extra day allowed us to have some more time to do that. We moved shooter school for the guys that want to learn how to be a pro to the Saturday before the conference. And so we didn't take away from any of their time at the session. So we made a lot of improvements. So we expect this to be bigger, better, badder, louder, and more fun than last year. So yeah, there's a lot that we have very high expectations for the event. It was such a good one last year, and we want to continue to take feedback from customers and continue to grow that.
So what basically what do you do in Cobra Com? I mean,
What do I do?
Yeah, I mean, what organizer, or you do all the technical things,
Chris
shows?
is the main driving factor. I'm pretty much there doing seminars.
Don't let him kid you. He does do a lot of the more the bigger sessions that are there. He does a lot of the Q&A. He helps in the store. I mean,
So you will do the session as well?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's good.
Yeah, everybody at Cobra participates in some level, and trust me, no role is any more important than the other, because we're a small company. It takes all of us to pull the event off. We have a big store set up so people can touch and feel the product and get a chance to get hands-on with the Cobra professional, almost like I hate to use the analogy, but almost like an Apple store. You walk in, we got our Cobra product in, so people can touch it and feel it, and they can talk to a professional about what that does. We offer exclusive discounts for Cobra. A lot of the vendors do.
I'm still not ready to that, but I have.
So a lot of the vendors do as well, and so it's a big buying opportunity for a lot of guys that are preparing for their July 4th shows. So it's going to be a fantastic thing, and all the Cobra people really step up. You'll see when you get there; it's an amazing experience. We try to really go above and beyond, make it great for our guests.
I mean, my question is, do I really have to be offering great deals doing that? I mean, can I sell anything? I mean, as a Boomwow brand in the States, I can already make some deals there.
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
what you mean? Ah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know of any vendor that we have that doesn't offer some kind of
deals
special or
okay.
Product, right? They're selling something. For you guys in particular, we have on Monday night this year, this is new from last year, we're doing an exclusive 1-4 demo night.
Okay.
That should be a lot of fun. It's going to be at the Lawrenceburg Speedway, so a big racetrack, so we got a lot of room to help show off the product. One of the feedbacks we got is we did our demos the last night, and by the time people saw them, they didn't have enough time to go buy the product. So we moved the demos to the front of the show, so by the time they see the demos, they can come to your booth and hopefully place orders and be ready to go and buy products. So that's the idea, is that you get a chance to see it, they are going to be interested in it and want to do business.
So basically I'm going to have, like 2 sets on my booth and sets for demo, and people can see that live and also can touch it on the booth and place order potentially.
Exactly.
That's a very good.
Yeah.
That's a very good. Part for us. I mean, as a new brand to
we
the
try to make
United
it very
States.
interactive too. So for you guys, I know going to trade shows, and Joel will tell you too. It's frustrating when you got your expo completely different from your meeting space, and your food space is completely different.
Yeah.
Because
You have
we
to
provide-
travel everywhere.
Right. So because we provide every meal with the ticket, so when you come, you get your breakfast, you get your lunch, you get all your snacks as an attendee. Our big room, where all the main sessions are, is our lunch room, which is also our trade show room, all at the same place. So when you go eat, all the vendors are there. When you go to a session, all the vendors are there. When you go get your snacks, all your vendors are there. So everybody gets a chance to be interactive without having to go, oh, I got to go to that room. Maybe I don't have time to go.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all right there.
I think that's something we really like, because we travel to different kind of trade shows, and I'm the guy when I was there, and I am afraid that I can meet somebody. If I'm not at a booth, I might lose some chance of meeting people. So, but if everything together, that will be a fantastic idea.
Been to a lot of events where people have said, "Oh, I didn't even realize there was a trade show," or "I didn't have a chance to go there because I was stuck in a session."
So we fixed that problem. We hope.
That's very considerable.
We hope to have you do a session or two. We're going to talk to you about topics that we think would be interesting.
Am I?
Yeah, let you come in and do
my
some
God.
sessions. And,
Oh my God.
Because,
Do I have to pretend to be very excited?
It's a great time for you to, share your knowledge. You've been around in the industry a long time. You're in the...
Yeah, I'm
the
from here,
motherland of
yes,
fireworks,
definitely.
Right? Here in China. So people are going to be interested in your perspective, and I think we'll come up with some cool session ideas for you.
I mean, that could be a fancy idea, because
it's a great chance for you not only to promote
Boomwow, but
definitely just, offer education to the consumer and at the event, because
if you give me that chance, then why not, right? I can definitely do a
Joel and I already have some ideas for you.
Definitely, you will have to let me know, because I've been visiting different forums, and I was the speaker over there as well, but they are not giving me any specific topics. They have some guideline, a little bit direction, but not so in detail, because I'm not sure what people are interested. Right. I mean, we can have more talk about it. So, Mina, I know that you had a lot of fun in Mexico. So, do you have any questions for us two guys? Because we've been sitting here all the time. So, do you have any questions for these two guys so far?
I have a question for her.
Good.
Why is the picture that we photobombed you not on the wall?
The picture you took.
Remember when me and Joel walked up behind you and photobombed your picture, and you found that with me and Joel standing there
in the backward? Did you remember?
That needs to be on the wall. That was good.
I should have prepared it.
Right.
Then after you leave, I take it out.
Tell us that.
You remember that, right? Because that was a funny picture. So, do you have any question for the guys, though? I mean, in your position, because basically Mila is doing more sales.
Yeah.
Do we have air conditioner here? Guys are sweating. Yes. So, I mean, yeah. As a sales perspective, because she's doing sales actually internationally. So, do you have any questions or any advices you need from these two guys, maybe?
Okay, I take this stance. Because you do the firing system for consumers also, so you know almost all consumer companies in US. So any suggestion for Boomwow, our company?
For what? For expand or?
To promote the markets.
You are a YouTuber. But
no, I think you guys are doing the right things. You're out at the events. You're promoting your product. People see you. You've got great packaging, which is half the battle, I think, for a lot of the consumer stuff. So you guys are doing the right things. You just got to keep doing them and double down on them. I think. Not to put too much weight to CobraCon, but I think that's going to be a great exposure because everybody there's a buyer, right? They all own firing systems. We have retailers, we have wholesalers, we've got consumers, we got direct buyers, we got all kinds of stuff. So I think you guys are doing the right things to get out there and get yourself known in the market and get your product known, which is the important thing. So I think it's going to be great. I think the demo is going to be awesome for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'd say keep doing it.
I was just gonna say I've seen the product all over social media, right? So you're obviously doing something right because the advertising is on point. If you want to do more advertising, get hold of me.
If you're gonna help us, I mean, I will do more advertising for sure. Because
one thing I have noticed is just finding the product you want in the store near you. That's the big thing, right? Is trying to get your product into those stores. So I think that's really the focus. I went to one store near me. There's a lot of product there. I was actually surprised how much of your stuff was in that store. The one thing I wanted though was not there. So
okay.
hopefully in the near future though it will be.
Sure. So probably if you agree, we could do kind of a product together because we just started last year basically to promote our own brand, right? Last year, and this is going to be the second year, and well, we keep doing the same good job.
No, you guys are doing great. I didn't even realize it was that young. So I think for being that young, you're that far ahead of the game. It just takes a minute, So
was NFA 2018 your first US
2018, our first show up.
Yeah, because I remember NFA specifically being like, oh, that's some new stuff.
Right.
And then 2019 was our second year, right? Yeah, that was, I mean, what I heard from my customers was that as a new brand to American market, we are kind of like doing okay for the moment, but like what you said, we still got a lot to do because double the same good job, it's kind of like challenging.
Just keep doing it because I didn't even realize you were that young, so I think you're ahead of the game further than you think. It just takes a minute before the wheels really get rolling. So I think you're in the right spot, though.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think Cobra grows very fast in recent 2 or 3 years.
Recent 2 or 3 years? No.
I mean, grows very fast because it's maybe your company is how many years?
So the company was founded in 2009. We started selling product in 2011 about. So it's only about 8 years old. But
I think
we've had consistent growth every single year, and we expect that to only improve in the near future.
Right.
So I think these 2 years or 3 years, in my opinion, I think you grows very fast. So
well, we've been a lot more intentional in our presence, which is maybe why you think that it's been faster than normal. Our growth has been very steady. It hasn't been a huge spike. It's been a very steady
growth.
Very good steady growth. But we've been very intentional about our presence at events, at clubs, at trade shows around the world, and keeping our brand out there. It's kind of the Coke Pepsi strategy, right? You gotta. Coke and Pepsi might be the biggest in the world, but they still advertise. They still out there because somebody else would nip at their tail. So we have got to continue to be out there, and we've been very intentional. I would say specifically over the last 2 years.
Yes, absolutely.
And very aggressive at being at all the events everywhere. So you probably see Cobra all over because we are all over.
Yeah.
And it's a very intentional thing to let everybody know we are here. We're going to continue to be here. We're continuing to add and grow new features. We're serious about our development in new markets in Europe, Asia, and continuing the growth in those places, as well as just being at every show we can be at. So let our customers know we're here and we ain't going nowhere.
and I think your customers, they love to advertise for your brand, Cobra, really.
Yes, we have a very, very loyal customer.
I think another thing that I found, I mean, the success of, from my understanding, the success of Cobra Firing Systems, because you are actually so much related to the whole industry. Because either they're consumer or professional, all of them they might use your system. That's kind of the thing. I mean, makes it more exposure.
Right.
Or people would like to recommend or would like to represent. I mean, that's a very good thing.
Well, and I do think it goes back to even the first point we made at the very first, which is the customer service and support that Scott founded the company on. It still continues as a core bedrock of our business today. Is customer first, 100% satisfaction, and that's what we do. We answer phone calls, we take support calls, we fix problems. We help customers when they're in a panic on a show site. That's what we do. We've actually made a lot of investment over the last year in that department by hiring more people to help field those calls and emails. We've put new systems in place to help support with ticketing and SMS alerts and things to make sure that customers know that they're being taken care of in the process, even maybe when it doesn't look like somebody is, that it is being done. And it also holds us accountable to the customer and the customer accountable to us by having those systems in place. So we've done a lot of those changes this last year because as we continue to grow, it becomes more of a challenge to support the global market with a single person on the phone call. So we've got a team of people that have the same mentality, the same education, the same smarts about the system, and the same drive to take care of the customer. And so we can maintain the culture and satisfy the customer across the board. So I think that's been a huge thing for us.
That's kind of like hard job to do a continuous satisfaction job. That's kind of a thing. And also the other thing, that the secret I heard just now, I think that's kind of good for our business because you were saying about customer support. You're saying about 100% satisfaction. You're saying about all of the sales and everything, they will have to common understanding and a knowledge of the product itself. I think that's something we could definitely grow and put more energy in. So I think that's a little bit much of today because we're gonna have a travel in Luoyang as well, and you guys, you might follow my next video for the tour that we had with these two of the guys. And so, would you please say anything as a YouTuber, professional, to do the ending for me? You're professional. I am not professional. I just started.
All right. Well,
okay.
I'm just drinking coffee.
This is very very formal.
No, we appreciate you welcoming us into your facility here. The welcome you provided us was fantastic.
It was awesome.
Look at the table here. You're rolling out the red carpet for us.
You're a gracious host.
So we look forward to whatever we're going to do the rest of today.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's it? Okay. Thank you so much for today, and make sure to follow Joy because he's gonna help me to grow. So when you look at him, and he will, then you literally will find me somewhere in his videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm Carson Lee, and I see you next time.